Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kev's Go Live weekly Go Live edition. And as usual, we start off every Go Live with a surprise, a pack opening. So I'm going to go ahead and oh boy, where did I leave the packs? Or actually, hold on one second. A little unprepared today, but it's okay. Why? It's because it's my birthday. That's why. So actually, it's been a really long day, and let's see. It's a little quick fix right here. Alrighty, there we go. Hope let's see real quick. Okay, cool. Learning as we're going, right? So give me just a quick second. Alrighty, guys, no problem. Just a little bit of a snafu. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Go Live, everybody. Kev, your host here, talking about basically my week and how things have been going. These Go Lives have been pretty fun. It's a nice little mix up with everything, and without we're gonna go ahead and bust open one of these bad boys right here. And I figured, I'm sure you guys seen the secret mystery bag right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and bust one open and see what we can get. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. And without further ado, okay, there we go. We're going with the. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I know I said that I was going to learn Japanese, but if it's only for the sake of knowing what these packs are, it's not really worth it. Maybe I'll move to Japan one day. We'll see. Life is a mystery, and I'm just enjoying my time with it. So with that, first one we're going for a I don't know. It's like a Two-Face, like I don't know, scary dude, kind of lost in translation and whatnot, but actually looks kind of cool. This is kind of like a blocky looking thing and whatnot. It's almost like a Minecraft meets Pokemon, right? Next, we know this one, the Zubat. Okay, we know that Zubat, and it's pretty cool. And as usual, the amazing Japanese arts that we all know and love. And you know what? I don't think that's a Jigglypuff. I pulled one of these recently, and I think it's called a Screamtail. No, right? Very cool. See, I'm getting much more familiar with these bad boys. And followed by a... grew up in the 90s. Looks like a empty disc, so that you can burn your... playlists or whatnot. You can create your own CDs, summer tunes, 99, 2000, whatever. All right. So pretty cool. Okay. With that, welcome back to the weekly Go Lives. It is my birthday today. The big 3-7. Big 3-7. Yeah, it's pretty funny. This is going to be an evening of just discussion and letting you know what my new idea is going to be for upcoming videos and new challenges that are ahead. So the day went beautifully. I worked, and it's funny how people will discover as they go along, oh my God, it's your birthday. What are you doing working on your birthday? Well, you know what? It is a Thursday. And yeah, just the February 6th just happened to fall on a Thursday, but you know what? I get to celebrate over the weekend. Thankfully, I'm off on the weekend. So with that, thank you very much, brother. Yeah, appreciate it. And yeah, so but overall, it was a great day. Nothing too crazy at work, and people, wishing me all good wishes. Thank you, everybody, for all the messages and support and love and posts and all that good stuff. You guys are absolutely amazing. And with that, this YouTube adventure, this new experience, I'm learning a lot as I'm going along. This is the whole point of all of this. And having these Go Lives, it takes away from the editing portion of a lot of this stuff. And sometimes that's needed, right? Keep things raw and in real time. So I open these Go Lives as an opportunity, one to I don't know, say what's on my mind, allow people to ask questions, make comments, tell me how you're doing, and from there, it just kind of spirals into its own kind of like discussion. And then I'm going to be doing a collab with others here pretty soon with text messages are still coming through. So I'm going to be doing more of these collaborations, with other people down the line, those that are interested. We can have multiple different kinds of discussions. So, but yeah, week has been, very, very interesting. It's been great, but at the same time, it's been a bit challenging. With certain family members not doing so well, unfortunately, but looking a lot better, thankfully. And yeah, that's just, it's a part of life. It's a roller coaster of life. It's the side effect of life. Some days we have down, some days we come up, sometimes we kind of spiral all over the place until we figure out and go back to our homeostasis. So last week, I was talking about how I became a nurse, right? And hopefully everybody was able to stop by. I was having some issues. I guess some people weren't able to leave comments or, put a chat or anything like that, but hopefully that got fixed, and it looks like it did. This week is going to be about basically health and fitness, and that's actually going to be something that I'm going to be transitioning to with more videos coming in the near future. So bit of a backstory. So growing up, I was always known as the big kid, the fat kid. I'm tall as it is, but I was also the heavier kid. I got the belly hanging out. It was a difficult process, and it's something that a lot of people experience. They suffer through. Sorry, guys. Hopefully this music isn't too loud. Let me kind of tune it down a little bit of background noise. But anyways, yeah, so I was the big kid growing up, and it's not that I was teased a lot or anything like that, but my self-esteem was obviously on the lower side of things. And it can be pretty hurtful, especially as a kid growing up. All your friends are relatively skinny, fit, whatnot, and you're growing up as the big fat kid. I wasn't teased so much. Why? Because I've got size. I always towered over a lot of my buddies and a lot of my classmates or whatnot amongst kids. So I was taller than the average kid, but not very coordinated, not very motivated. And yeah, that's just something that I dealt with for the longest time, all the way up until my young adulthood. And then I would have moments where it's like I would take part in sports and activities and whatnot. And then, but then eventually, it's like it would just be like a teeter-totter. I would lose a little bit of weight, but then gain a lot of it back and forth and whatnot. And it was difficult, And but then finally, in my young adulthood, I was I was madly in love with one of my best friends. Yeah. So, we would get together, we would hang out. She's a very special person to me at the time, and yeah. But the interesting thing is, she could never see past the friendship portion and whatnot. Friend zoned, as a lot of people might put it, or as society puts it, and yeah. So it kind of like sent me down like a spiral of like, what, there has to be a change somewhere down the line. And so I did. I completely cut all ties from her, and really dedicated myself to finally learn the process of how to lose weight properly through nutrition, through exercise, through a lot of movement. And so I cracked open one of my books, or one of my brother's books, I should say, my oldest brother, and read that thing cover to cover. And it's funny, before I even did that, I had a day of feeling down, sorry for myself, and so on and so forth. This is when I had first started college. And I decided not to go to class because, oh my God, my heart was broken, But it was real, the feelings were real. They were sincere. It sucked. It was a very down portion of my life. And so I decided to make a change for myself, and I was very proud of it. So when I stayed home that day, it's going to sound funny, but 300 was on. If a lot of people remember the movie 300 with Gerard Butler and a group of other actors, and I was just so like blown away. I'm like, you know what? Like I had seen this movie before, but I didn't really take it seriously. But finally, I was just like, got it into my mind that I need to look like these dudes. I need to make a drastic change in my life. I need to get ripped, get shredded. Yeah, all these different terms and whatnot. Bro science, as a lot of people call it. And so I did. I went down this path of just extremely adjusting my diet, of daily exercise, consistency. Consistency was key, and I was like an animal. I was very like tunnel vision, very focused on it, and I did it. I did it. I At that time I was around 19 years old, 19, 20. 20. I want to say it was like right around this time of the year, back in 2008, and and yeah, so I had bought a treadmill at the time I wasn't really using until I had my epiphany. I legit adjusted all my eating habits, my portion control, calorie counting, macronutrients, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, and with I was about 265 ish pounds. And within like I want to say a 3.5 to 4 month span, I went from 265 to roughly around 189 pounds. That is a lot. It was a lot. I didn't, pardon my language, but I didn't fuck up my thyroid. I wasn't malnourished. I ate. I ate clean food for the longest time, and I did it consistency 7 days a week. I was on that treadmill every single day, and 7 miles a day, 8 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles, and I worked full time at the time, and it was doable. I was motivated. I had my mindset to it. It was a broken heart that got me motivated, and I made it happen. I was in the best shape of my life. I was the skinniest I had ever been. Tall, lengthy, 6'3" dude at 189 pounds. I mean, I was just doing cardio, only cardio, and but then no muscle. So finally, afterwards, after I got in the best shape of my life, I decided to branch out into start lifting weights, putting on muscle, changing my diet, but also staying consistent with it. And then fitness became a huge part of my life. I loved it every single day. I lived and breathed it. Was never so charismatic to the point or motivated to the point of doing any sort of like bodybuilding shows or anything like that. That just didn't really catch my interest or anything like that. So, but I did what I did, and I did it because it was important to me. And so, after all this time, through thick and thin, and going through so much stuff, I started putting on weight again, and then I would take weight off, and then I started putting on weight again, and to the point where nutrition didn't really become a important factor for me anymore. I started to eat outside of my usual diet and more into a comfort zone. And now, as I stand before you, 37 years old, 6'3", I'm back to about 260 pounds. Yep, I wouldn't say that I'm fat. I mean, I've got a dad bod, and hopefully, this as it's referred to, I suppose. But I can definitely be at a much healthier shape, right? So I wanted to make this go live. I had created a video, but then I figured, you know what, making a go live disclaimer, making, or not disclaimer, but just kind of like a pledge or whatever it is, that I think the best way to get myself back to more of an accountability state, you need to really be there and like be as raw as possible. Like, just put yourself out there to the point where it's like, this is where you're at. Show the world. That way you can get back on track into a much more healthier lifestyle. So, not to go insanely back into like the whole everything needs to be counted and blah 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 blah, but just more of, I need to start considering being healthier, making healthier choices, healthier habits. So with that, I'm going to go ahead right here, right now, live in front of everybody. Don't worry, I'm not going to get naked or anything like that, but I'm going to basically show what my current state is by showing my new t-shirt. I'm going to go ahead and stand right here. And Don't worry, it won't be a full-on slip. Just show off my brand new t-shirt. Just another sexy fat guy, but not for long. Why? Because if I can get myself to a more of a like a pose, providing a little bit more room. Viewer discretion advised. You have been forewarned. I'm going to go ahead and here's where Kev is currently. This is my current state. You can see the belly flab hanging out right here. I'm going to go ahead and do a side profile right there, followed by a turn and check the back, and then another side profile. And there you have it. Read it and weep. Just another sexy fat guy. All right. So, with that, why am I doing this? Well, it's not because I want to get into a half birthday suit, but basically, aside from my daily Pokemon TCG Bust-A-Pack, I decided to do a weekly weight check-in. That's right. What does that mean? So, that basically means that every week, I'll pick a day, a specific day, and I will post a short progressive video or video of progression or progress or whatever you want to call it. So I'll name it something clever, I hope, And that way, show you how far I'm going to be coming along. Okay. I'm not going to go into any crash diets or anything like that because that's unhealthy. I'm not going to go that route. But I believe that it's something absolutely important that you don't want to be necessarily a guinea pig, like tracking every single last calorie that you're consuming. But at the same time, you want to be very thoughtful as to what you're putting into your body, what I'm going to be putting into my body. And with consistency on eating habits, weightlifting, not drinking so much alcohol, all these different things, it's important to make this pledge, put yourself out there because it becomes real. Kind of like you're signing up to do a marathon or you're signing up to do a bodybuilding show or some sort of goal setting, I guess, a live goal setting for, and putting it out there as witnesses. You guys are all my witnesses. Because people will get motivated to do something. They want to do something. They feel like they want to do something, but they don't want it bad enough. But when they put themselves out there and they are going to be supplying the people with videos and disclaimers and all this kind of stuff and to show like how far along you're coming along, your progress over time, it keeps you accountable. You make a promise, not just to yourself, but to others that, hey, this is the starting point, and then it's going to be kind of like a time lapse into a healthier me. And I felt that it was important to do it on my birthday. Like some people are, what the hell are you doing, dude? Eat some cake, go nuts, drink, whatever. You owe it to yourself. You work hard. You're not fat. It was like, no, it's not just because of that. It's because, when we set out to do something, we just talk. We talk a big game. We talk. We always say we try to drive ourselves temporarily to do to make changes, but we don't really do it. It's like my man David Goggins. I'm name dropping right here. All credit goes to him. Very motivational dude. Insane Superman kind of human being. That I've read his book. Can't Hurt Me so many times. I've lost count. I've gifted so many copies to a lot of people, and then of course the second book as well. The beauty of this man is that he lives and breathes. Not just the all that he's done and accomplished, but just the accountability portion to things. He thinks motivation is crap, and he's right. Motivation is temporary. It's a temporary dopamine and serotonin boost. That's it. And then once you're back to your status quo of life because you got shit to do, bills to pay, go to the parties, go to this, motivation all of a sudden drops. It's temporary. It's not everlasting. It's not consistent. You can be consistent with it, but for how long? It's the pushing yourself every single day, to holding yourself accountable, to make it real, to make it raw and real. And that's what constantly pushes the people to striving for greater things over time. I'm very proud of myself for a lot of the things that I achieved, but it can be significantly better. It can always be better. And I'm my biggest motivator. I'm striving to better myself for myself, not for anybody else. This is just more of, hey, stick around. Let me show you what my progress is going to be looking like on a weekly basis. Daily basis is I'm not interested enough to do it on a daily basis, because I want to allow enough time to lapse over the coming weeks, and basically do that. Show my profiles, front, back, all around, and see what I can do. Because although I'm young, I don't want to end up with any sort of medical conditions too early on. Thankfully, I'm a relatively healthy person comparing to a lot of others. But I believe that if I didn't do it like this, then I wouldn't have done it like I did before. It had to be something that draws me, towards achieving this goal, and it's something that letting you guys know that what to expect with the coming videos. Still going to maintain my daily Pokemon TCG Busta Packs, of course, and I love everybody that's been super stoked and excited and supportive and liking and watching and commenting and sharing, and all the you guys have been awesome, and and it's been great. It's a lot of fun. I'm loving it. This is going to be my tiptoeing into my other directions. Like I said, when I first created this channel, starting off with Pokemon, but this is not necessarily a Pokemon channel. You can check out the Pokemon playlists, but now it's time to introduce a new playlist, the fitness playlist. And that's going to come along with workouts, my progression, my what I eat, what I like to eat, what we can eat, what we can allow ourselves to eat, but not to overly consume it. Okay. So with that, that's just how I wanted to do this go live today. Basically a pledge to showing what I plan on doing, to show the full on to show the my body in real time, where I'm currently at and where I know I can be, because I've been there before. And yeah, I get it. A lot of people are like, oh man, yeah, you got genetics, you got age recognition. Yeah. Okay, you can keep believing that. That's totally understandable, and there's a certain level of truth to a lot of that. Over time, our testosterone drops, our hormones start to shift and whatnot, and we go, we become more tired, we become more exhausted over time. We got other responsibilities. We're not like what we used to be, and I get that, but if I'm going to stay in that mentality, that's a form of giving up, in my opinion. It's not that I refuse to accept genetics, refusing to accept biology. Of course I do. I'm not gonna be ignorant to science and life and everything like that, but I want to give this a shot and see how it goes, and hoping that can be motivational to other people. Now, I said motivation is temporary, or throughout motivation, perhaps I can be inspiring. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of different avenues when it comes to a lot of this kind of stuff. This is going to be mine. So with that, this is my pledge to myself and to all of you, that here's where I am, and where I'm going to be. So with that, I'll also be showing what my weight is. I'll be recording the scale with the weekly check-ins, so with the weekly shorts, doing my picks or my videos of where I'm currently at, and that's basically it. So stay tuned for more of the Pokemon content, but then now stay tuned for the fitness content, the body transformation content as well. So with that, thank you for all those that's stopping by, left your comments, left your likes and supports. I'll be sharing this onto the social medias, and yeah, and of course, before we sign off, we're going to go ahead and bust open another pack. I know I went through that entire box today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a rush that I kind of looped through a lot of the cards pretty quickly, but I had a fun time doing it. It was a lot of fun. I love the 151s, of course. So got a bunch of packs in my hand right here, and all right, and what lands in front of me? Some Paradox Rift. Okay, beautiful. All right, whoop. All righty, guys. Let's see what's in store for us. Let's see here. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and check in here real quick. What should I look forward to as far as a Paradox Rift goes? Most in Paradox Rift. Okay, let's see. Top 10, most valuable, yada yada yada. So let's see. Iron Hands EX Ultra Rare. Let's see. That's going for about $7. Professor Sada's Vitality. Oh, she looks pretty hot. A Parasol Lady. Okay, Parasol Lady. Okay, so a Goldengo. Goldengo EX Special Illustration Rare. A Garchomp. Oh, I've seen this one before. This is actually pretty sick. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. So, that's about a $50 card. Okay, very cool. A Altaria EX, a Special Illustration Rare, going for about $58 currently. Iron Hands EX Special Illustration Rare. A Iron Valiant. There's a lot of iron in here. Iron Valiant EX, okay, and a Groudon Illustration Rare. That's going for about $107. Okay, awesome. And a Roaring Moon EX. It's about $57. Okay, so let's looking for that Groudon and these Roaring Moons and Parasol Lady and all that jazz. Okay, so pack is ripped. Card is thrown. There we go. We're starting off with a Psychic Energy, followed by a Ferroseed, a Gibble, what up, Gibble? A Pampor, very pampered. A Blitzel, Crocolar, a Ambipom, a Snorlax doll. Okay, well, just a regular Snorlax looks like a doll anyway. Then is that okay, so that's a reverse holo, a Purloin, a Steelix. Okay, that looks pretty cool. That almost looks like an Onyx Steelix. Okay, that makes sense. Last but not least, let's see, and we come to a Zacian. Okay, Zacian. Still a holo. We like it. It looks pretty badass. Okay, very cool. All right. We didn't hit that Groudon or the Parasol Lady and all those other ones yet, but I'm always hopeful, and I am always looking forward to the next packs, okay, or the other packs. So with that, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. And make sure that we're going back and checking out those more lengthier videos. Make sure that we're still liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing to boost our algorithm. We're up to about 118 subscribers so far, about just over a month in. I feel like I'm doing pretty great, and just going to keep on going. Going to keep on jiving, thriving. This is sending it to the stars, guys. So And also make sure you stop by again for our weekly Go Lives. And I know I'm talking about a podcast. I'm trying to figure this out and whatnot and how to kind of take it. This is the Go Lives have been kind of sort of like a podcast sort of ordeal. And different subject each time. And yeah, so along the way, more information, more ideas are going to be just floating on in. And guys, the most important thing is I'm having a great time. People, when I talk to them, they're just like, this is super cool, man. Like, it's awesome. And you're doing it every day. Like, you're staying consistent every day and whatnot. And yeah, like it's a hobby. It's a hobby that I'm so glad that I finally was able to make happen. And that's down at the end of it, not to sound cliche, but that's the most important thing. Are you having fun? Are you having fun doing this? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you learning something new? Or are you just wasting your time? Thinking about it and not doing it is more of a time waster than doing it and enjoying yourself with it. That's just the way that I'm looking at it. So, you're just another sexy fat guy. Getting ready to sign out. Thank you so much again, guys, for stopping by, checking out the video, leaving your comments, leaving your love. I'm going to go ahead and sign out for now. Please stop by tomorrow for our daily Pokemon TCG Bust-A-Pack. And hope everybody has an amazing Friday tomorrow and TGIF and an amazing weekend ahead. Thank you so much, you guys. Love you all. Take care. Have an amazing night. Thank you all very much. Signing out.